Hey, it's Sunday service with Cindy, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to bring in the joy. That's the topic of discussion today. Let me say it one more time. Bring in the joy. So, welcome to Sunday service with Cindy. If you're not familiar with myself or my work, scoot on over to sharpeningyourspirit.com. I'm a spiritual business coach that just loves to enlighten, share love, and support you on your mission, your beautiful healing mission. So today, as we talk about bringing in the love, I want to make sure that sorry about that. I want to make sure that I share one other thing with you, and that is here's a couple of different things that I do to support you. So I have a radio podcast, which I do 15 minutes to thrive to keep your spiritual business and your heart mission alive. And that is once a week. I do another podcast called The Messengers, and The Messengers supports and helps spiritual beings and supports and helps spiritual businesses to get their word out and share their message that they have with the world. So first thing is if you haven't listened to the show, make sure you tune in. It's over on Blog Talk Radio. Just look up Sharpening Your Spirit. If you have a message that you'd like to get out, come on over and visit me at sharpeningyourspirit.com. I'd love to talk to you about having you on the show. Okay, so today, bringing in the joy. Okay, I'm a little goofy this morning, but it's kind of fun. I'm doing this in my home studio, and I typically do it outside. This morning it's a little bit chilly. I don't know, there's something kind of nice about being at home on a Sunday morning, right? So, what we're going to talk about today is how do we bring in the joy? How do we bring in the joy? Don't you have those days where I'm not feeling it? I'm just not feeling the joy. I'm not feeling that excited about things. It's okay. We all feel that way. Or maybe you feel pretty joyful and you feel pretty happy, but you're like, man, I could take more of this. There's no such thing as too much joy, right? So today we're going to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart, and that is laughter yoga. I am a laughter yoga leader, and I love sharing this gift, this healing message with people. And the reason that I love doing that is because, well, let's get real. It's not only fun for me, but it builds these amazing relationships, because when you see somebody shift in a big way, a physical way, in their brain, in their heart, and in their soul, within just a few minutes of a little bit of heartfelt laughter and interaction, it is pretty dang life changing. But today I don't want to talk about how to do laughter yoga. I want to talk about why laughter is good for you and how you can do solo laughter yoga. And what's solo laughter yoga? That's bringing on the joy all by yourself. You don't even have to have a joke. You don't even have to have somebody being funny with you. You can do it all by yourself, and it will shift you to a completely different place. So let me talk about some of the benefits. So I want to talk about them in a little bit of order. And so I've actually written them down here. So let me I usually, teach these in a different way. And I just want to make sure I get them to you in this way, because this is so important. And that is, let's talk about the body, the brain, and the soul, and how it helps on all those levels. So let's very first talk about the brain. One thing that it does to the brain, and so as you know, laughter brings on a lot of oxygen in your body, so it's going to put more oxygen in your brain. So it helps you balance your hormones. So like your happy serotonin hormone, it helps you, create those endorphins in your body. So just think of a runner's high without the 26-mile run. How's that? It also helps you reduce cortisol in your body. So if you have a life that's stressful, or you happen to be in some stress, or you need to release some stress, it doesn't hurt to start with the brain first, because when the brain works, the body, the heart, and the soul often follow. So one thing that is really unique about laughter yoga, that is really unique about our brain, and this is just an amazing thing. Every time I share this, and I've been doing it for a few years now, I never stop being amazed at this. And that is, if you laugh, now it doesn't matter if somebody really makes me laugh, or I watch a funny movie, or I really laugh. This is how the body and the brain work together. Or if I just fake it till I make it laugh. So I can either have a real laugh, a real experience of laughter, or I can fake the laughter. Doesn't matter. If you laugh in any which way, shape, or form, even if you are just mimicking laughter, your body and your brain work together in this way. The brain says, wow, she's laughing. She must be happy. Let me go ahead and release those happy hormones. Let me go ahead and release that serotonin. Let me go ahead and balance her hormones. Let me go ahead and release those endorphins, or that runner's high. So again, you can really laugh, or you can just go, ha, 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 ha. That's not a real laugh, but it doesn't matter if it's a real laugh, because guess what? My brain thought it was a real laugh. That's all that matters. The other thing is what does it do to your body? So this is amazing, cutting edge scientific research that is, will kind of blow your mind, because the fact of the matter is that we try to do so many things outside ourselves to fix these things, when these are things that can often be fixed with just a loving laugh. So it increases immune cells and infection fighting antibodies. So it increases immune cells and infection fighting antibodies. So one of the things is I learned to do this at San Francisco University Hospital, and they actually do this with their patients. They do this with their cancer patients. They do this with people that are getting ready to go into surgery, so they have better circulation, so they feel better, and so they come out better from surgery. So it's even being used in the medical field, because I don't know if you know San Francisco University Hospital, pretty dang cool hospital. Let me just say that. It supports healthy circulation. The fact of the matter is not everybody is really ambulatory. It would be really great if we could all go, jog, every day, or go ride a bike, or do whatever it takes. But, some of us don't have the ability to do that. And some of us sit at a desk all day long and work. So what is it that you can do to kind of shift your body in the middle of that time when you're not really getting good circulation? Well, guess what? You can stop and you can laugh. It's that easy. It helps with sexual health. I know it's Sunday service. It's a spiritual message here, but hey, sex is spiritual. I don't know. Could be. Depends on how you look at it. So basically, think of it this way, really quickly. If your circulation's working better, if your brain is working better, if all these things are in balance, there's no stress hormones going on, all those things are happening, all sorts of good things can happen in your life. How do you like that? So then the next thing is what does it do for your soul? Because we're all about souls here, right? We're all about nurturing the soul on Sunday service with Cindy. So it builds a bond with others. So you can do this alone, but if you do laugh with others, there is a natural energy of connection that happens, and you don't even have to do anything else but laugh. Just a natural energy of connection. It really releases negative energy, right? So, you don't really think about that, but guess what? Here's the scoop. Let me just share it with you this way, is that you can be in a state of, we'll call it disarray. You're in a state of disarray, and you want to move from that state to a new state, but you really have some stuff stuck. It's just moving around in there. Well, between the brain, the body, and the soul coming together as one in this particular moment, what happens is you are releasing a bunch of negative energy. And you can release something. You can be really, I've had times when on a personal level, I've been in the dumps. I mean, I'm just be honest. I'm really struggling, having a really bad day, and have said, that's it. I'm done. I'm not going to feel this way anymore. And I step aside, I laugh for 30 seconds, come back, everything has changed. My attitude has changed. The feeling about it, everything has changed, and my beliefs have changed, and I've released some energy that I was being stuck with that I didn't need to hold on to. So this is a good way to let go of energy you don't want to hold on to. It also creates a well-being. So, think about that, a lot of people, myself included, are people that meditate. And we do that to create a sense of well-being, create a sense of calmness. Now, it doesn't really you don't really think this, and that is that if you're making a big bunch of gestures and laughing, that you're creating calmness. But when all those things within your body start balancing, when your circulation starts doing better, and when you release that energy that is no longer needs to be attached to you, or better yet, you no longer need to hold on to. That's really what it is, right? When that happens, you really get that meditative, ooh, life is good state. And I don't know. I like that meditative life is good state, and I like to shift myself to it as often as I possibly can. So let's do a little laughter yoga together. And here's what I'm going to do is I want you to know that this is just for you to do alone. There's no formal way that you have to do it. So we're going to just do a few little tiny things just to get you started. So first off, it is laughter for no reason. So isn't it absolutely amazing that you no longer need a reason to laugh except for a little self-love and a little of releasing energy and a little bit of getting ourselves in a more balanced state. So let's just start doing a little laughter. And it's just easy. You just oh. Come on, laugh with me. That was it. How long do you think that was? I'm going to say that was 15 seconds. Well, you know what? If you pay a little bit of attention, you'll see you're already starting to shift. You're already starting to feel better, right? So there's no reason that you need to laugh except for yourself and a little love and self-love. Here's another idea. So I like to give ideas of things that people can do. Some of us work in environments or in environments that can be kind of stressful. It doesn't matter if you're hanging out at a family reunion, and that can be as loving and immensely fantastic. And sometimes it can be a little stressful. Or you're, working a cubicle all day or you have some kind of work that is high pressure. Here's something that you can do is step outside, grab your phone, and just pretend somebody called you and they told you a great joke. That's it. And laugh. Allow yourself to release that stress. So it might go, "Hey Jane, how you doing?" "Oh, really? You got to be kidding me." "Oh, that's the funniest thing I've heard all day. You got to be kidding me. Really?" Oh my goodness, that is great. Oh, oh, that is so funny. Gosh, Jane, I can't wait to see you later. Love you. Bye. There you go. Shift. You're at a new place. One little great thing you can do with solar laughter yoga. The other thing that you can do with solar laughter yoga is, and this isn't really solo, I keep saying solar, it's solo, is let's say you live with a spouse or you live with a friend. I live with my best friend. I just, love living with her. We have a great time together. And sometimes we do laughter yoga at the beach, right? We just together, me and her. Sure, people might look at us. I just wave and laugh. Or I say, "Come join us." And you wouldn't believe how many times people do join you, because when you look like you're having fun, people want to hang out with you, right? But if you're with your spouse or you're with your significant other or you're with a friend, sometimes just making up funny laughter, like Santa Claus laughter. Ho, 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 ho. And you're just doing that breath work. You know, maybe it's some other kind of laughter, like princess laughter. It's that simple. And what you do is one person will do one laughter, the other one mimics it, the other person will do it, they'll mimic it. And guess what's going to happen? Your brain is going to balance, and all those happy hormones and all that fun stuff is going to happen to it. Your body is going to get that circulation, it's going to feel lifted up. And your soul is going to get the well-being that it needs by releasing the stress and releasing the negativity that makes it harder to connect with you, right? You know, our soul is always there for us. It's always there trying to help us. But how does it connect when you're really negative? It's not as easy to connect. It just isn't. So I want to share this with you. Is first, happy Sunday service with Cindy. And I really mean happy. Have you brought in the joy? Because here's what I want you to do. If you could just, after this video, go do a little laughter. Give yourself that self-love. Hey, it's a beautiful thing. So sending you off with love, light, a big kiss, and a